Hello, I'm Iowa Secretary of State Paul Pate. Thank you for taking a few moments to view this video and to learn more about the voting process in Iowa. As the state's Commissioner of Elections, I encourage everyone to register to vote and to participate. Make your voice heard and be a voter. I want to thank you for serving as a precinct official. The following video explains how to set up voting equipment and to ensure that your polling place is accessible. Federal law requires that the voter assistance component be ready for voters the entire time that the polls are open. This is important even if you traditionally do not have voters that have used it. You never know when the circumstances for a voter have changed. This video is an excellent educational tool for you as well.
The OVI is a terminal that allows a voter to mark their voting choices on a touchscreen or through a HAVA-compliant keypad, sip and puff, and headphone functionality. The OVI accommodates voters through multiple methods, including wheelchair access, zoom-in ballot function, and audio assistance for the visually impaired. The OVI allows voters with disabilities to prepare their ballots independently and privately on Election Day. The OVI does not count ballots. It simply records the voter's choices and then marks a ballot that can be inserted into the vote tabulator that all of the votes in your precinct will be counted on. Iowa law requires that your OVI, or voter assist terminal, must be set up and ready for voters when the polls in your precinct open. Remember, any voter may choose to use the OVI, not just voters with disabilities. To get started, locate the space your OVI will be placed in an area of your polling place where there is good traffic flow, free of obstructions, and positioned so that a voter using the OVI has privacy. Remember to secure cords against tripping. Open the OVI carry case. Remove the OVI and place it on the table designated for the OVI. Verify that the seal number on the front of the OVI matches the seal number recorded by your election office. This may be in your tally book or on your ballot record and receipt. If the seal number does not match, contact the election office immediately to report the discrepancy. If the display screen of your OVI is adjustable, lift it into position and tighten the knob to secure it. Each OVI has two power cords. One connects to the power block located in the center of the back screen supports. One cord connects to the power receptacle on the back lower edge. Plug both cords in and power on the OVI using the switch on the back. The OVI will run through an initialization process that may take several minutes. When it is finished, a machine info report will print and the display screen will read Election Day. Press Continue to open voting. Remove the keypad from the bracket on the back of the unit. Plug the headphones into the port on the keypad labeled Headphones. Place the keypad with headphones plugged in attached to the table at the side of the OVI. The OVI is now ready for voters. If a voter requests to use the OVI, a precinct official must be present to initialize the voting session. To start the voting session, a precinct official will enter the election password followed by the precinct ID. The password is provided by the election office and remains the same throughout Election Day. The precinct ID corresponds to a voter's individual ballot style and will be determined when the voter checks in. It is important to use the correct precinct ID so that the voter is presented with the correct ballot to vote on. When the voter is finished voting, the OVI will mark and print a ballot for the voter to insert into the vote tabulator. To replace a roll of ballot paper, break the seal on the front of the OVI. Remember to follow the specific security steps that your county auditor has instructed. Open the printer compartment by pressing the button on the front right side. Remove the empty paper roll. Insert a new paper roll into the opening with the paper unrolling from the bottom. Pull a few inches of the paper through the opening and close the printer compartment by pressing down on both sides of the lid. Close, lock, and seal the front of the OVI using caution to make sure that the paper does not catch in the case. After the polls close, follow the instructions provided by the election office for closing the polls.
Thank you again for taking the time to watch this video and for helping Iowans vote. If you have any questions, contact your county auditor or my office at 888-SOS-VOTE or email us at sos@sos.iowa.gov. We're here to help.